and you want to approach me, I'm ignoring you.
Okay.
And you want to get my attention.
Okay.
And your end goal is sex. Go.
I like your shirt.
You're gonna yell, "I like your shirt" from halfway across the room?
Hey, I'm Marino.
Rape!
Please welcome to the stage the hosts of Guys We Fcked, Corinne and Krystyna Hutchinson.
Guys We Fcked. Guys We Fcked. I'm Krystyna.
Hello.
Sorry about last night.
Oh, wow.
What is up,
Skankfest? Someone jizzed on the table.
Oh, this microphone is heavy as hell with this Weed Maps box on it. Okay.
Wow. How are we feeling? Oh, our flyers worked. Yay for flyers.
Thank you so much for coming out to Guys We Fcked, the anti-slut-shaming podcast, or I guess as you guys call it, a couple of whores yak it up. We appreciate you being here, letting women speak openly.
Thank you.
It's really nice. Who here, by a round of applause, has sexually assaulted someone?
A round of applause, not a hand raise, you fucks.
They couldn't even follow the instructions of applauding.
Rapists suck at following directions. That is the nature of it, though.
Didn't even consent to the applause. Okay. Good to see you. I feel like in the back, and you even see us, we're very short. Well, I'm short, but I guess it's fine.
My nipples are working overtime. They're working a lot harder than those strippers at Peppermint Hippo last night, I gotta say.
Yeah, who's been to Peppermint Hippo?
So, we love strip clubs.
What are you showing us?
Oh, is that the photo? Oh, yeah. You said you took a photo with us and you were gonna bring it to the show, and you really do what you say. Thank you. Thank you.
It is, so if you haven't gone to Peppermint Hippo, it is the world's laziest strippers, we have to be honest.
This whole Gen Z's lazy, I always thought that was unfair.
Right.
You know? But then we went to Peppermint Hippo, and when a stripper just sits down next to you and just goes,
I had a tough day.
Bitch, bend over. Show me a titty. Like, do something.
Yeah.
And then you walk away because you don't want to. I'm like, why are we here?
Yeah, a young woman, and I'm using that loosely, came over to me, and I'm 38, so came over to me and sat down, and she said, my name is Soleil, and then she let me know that means sun, and I said, oh, fuck. I had no idea this whole goddamn time. And then she was talking to me, and it was sad.
She was hot. But she came over and she goes, oh my God, wait, what did she think we were? Our names were Kevin and Cadillac?
No, Kevin and Casino.
She goes, your names are Kevin and Casino? I'm like, no. Who fucking told you that?
She thought Krystyna had a themed name and only hangs out in Las Vegas because her name is Casino Hutchinson.
She really thought my name was Casino.
Which,
she
honestly,
was like,
Casino
wow.
Hutchinson is a very cool name.
Casino Hutchinson is a cool name. Fuck.
But also when you think about it, I think it gives a lot of insight into who Soleil is as a person, that she thought your name was Casino because she only thinks in stripper names.
Right.
She was like, her name must be Casino. She has to dance to make it work.
Got a tight slot. Hey.
Yeah, and then another woman came down and she drank all our drinks and smoked all our hookah.
The stripper did.
Yeah, and then she tapped me on the knee and she said, why don't you go get some dollars to tip? And my purse was stacked with dollars. I was just waiting for literally anyone to do anything remotely sexual that would warrant. I was like, fucking rub
Smile at me.
Yes.
Just go.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Go, can I give you a massage? And then go like this.
Yeah, you don't even have
for
to do
one
much.
song. Yeah.
Truly the most unearned, my opinion on Gen Z has completely changed after this evening.
It wasn't great. It wasn't great. I like how quiet it is in here.
I asked...
No, I didn't mean you guys. I meant literally we can hear, there's just a raucous green room. And as, you know, a podcasting festival would know, audio is the most important thing for a festival. So they were like, how about in one of the main podcasting rooms, we put every fucking attention-needing loudmouth comic who's on drugs in a room with just a simple curtain to keep the
you know what? Gen Z
audio out.
Gen Z podcasters couldn't hold up in this situation, but we can.
They would be like, I'm having a panic attack. I need to leave.
I was outside the strip club last night smoking, and I asked one of the bouncers, I was like, what's the craziest thing that's happened since you've worked here? And he said, this one guy had a colostomy bag, and a stripper accidentally sat on it. And the poop just got everywhere. I mean, all over the strippers, all over the guy's shoes. I'm like, damn, that's a pretty good story. I'm glad I asked. Has anybody here worked at a strip club? What's the craziest thing you've experienced, ma'am?
Bartender.
You were a bartender? Did you see some wild shit? Like, what's, like, top two?
Probably a guy with a girl and didn't want to be touched.
A guy touched a girl and she didn't want to be touched? Oh, if that's the craziest thing you saw, that's not bad.
That was just bad.
Okay. Who else worked at a strip
The craziest thing I saw was sexual assault.
That's
nutty.
being a woman. That's not the no. Sir, with the beard, what do you have a crazy strip club story from when you worked there?
Two girls dance on the same day with privilege. So we call it white privilege, black privilege.
That's good. Two girls in privilege. Oh, man. But yeah, I think my stripper name would be Casino.
Yeah, I think it is. I think my stripper name, so I was an elf at Macy's Santaland, because long story, I did my college thesis. It was about the mystery of Santa Claus. Wow, how times have changed in my content. And I was concerned about parents lying to their children. And so I took a job at Macy's Santaland. Like I was David Sedaris in Holidays on Ice. And my elf name was Tinsel. So I think that would be...
Slut.
Right? I think that would be a good...
Thank you for being concerned about parents lying to their kids about that, because I was personally very scarred when I found out he wasn't real.
Oh, I was 12, number one. And
Oh, that's old.
So I was told, well, my parents did a really good job about telling me Santa Claus was real. Like they would put deer footprints on the roof.
My dad did that. Well, he would stop when we were asleep, and I was like, what? Magic is real.
Right. And so, yeah, then we were just in Toys R Us during the holiday season when I was 12, and my mom was like, oh, this is the Spice Girls doll set you wanted for Christmas. Just pick it up. And I was like, I played it cool so my mom wouldn't think I was a loser.
Oh, that's cute.
You know, so it's an interesting twist when you're worried about your mom thinking you're a loser.
Story of my life up until a year ago.
And I was just like, oh no, it's all been a lie. Because not only did I believe, I also like accused anyone, any of my friends of being like an idiot if they didn't believe. I was like, you guys, I was like, oh, you've already given up hope and you're fucking 11? I guess some of us believe.
Wow.
like it was a conspiracy theory and I was right, but turns out I was wrong, so.
Did you lose trust in your parents after that?
A little.
Yeah, it fucks you up.
Yeah.
Fucks you up.
Yeah. I don't know. Who here lost trust in their parents because of the lie of Santa Claus? No.
Who here lost trust in your parents because they were like addicted to drugs?
Right.
There we go. I knew so. I was like, that's my guys. Yeah.
I feel like here people were being like abused, and I'm like, but wasn't it hard when you found out Santa wasn't real? And
that was the worst part of your childhood,
my dad
right?
hit me with a hammer.
Not when your mom manipulated you with suicide attempts. It was the Santa thing.
You open this? I can't open it. Yeah, pretty crazy. Should we have people come up before we bring on our guests, or
yeah?
Does anyone have any questions? We're gonna do like a little bit moments of advice, a town hall style up here. If anyone has something maybe they've emailed to us and we never responded to, or just if you've never seen us before, we give love, sex, dating advice. You can also
Feminism
anything
tips.
Else, not like how to do your taxes. I don't know that one,
No,
but.
it's that.
You know.
Does anybody here need help with anything? I mean, you're here, so yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody need advice? Everything's going great, huh?
Mine's a bummer.
A bummer?
That's fine.
That's our specialty.
Yeah, you can do a bummer.
Here, come on stage.
I feel like you want to. Yeah, that's fine.
Do you want to come on stage, sir? Come on. You gotta fucking, you're white with a do-rag. This'll go great.
This is our first on-stage member with a do-rag, especially.
Yeah.
And an Austin 316 shirt. Wow, you're trying to get fucked tonight hard. Holy shit.
It's probably gonna work, and I hate that. But
Yes, Daddy.
I wish.
What's your name?
You can pull the microphone out. You don't have to give yourself a back problem.
We'll do that. My name's Marino.
Marino.
Oh,
Okay.
that would be his stripper name?
Yeah.
Weird name. Yeah, I could make it work.
Okay.
Do-rags Marino. Okay.
All right.
What's
I love how
going
committed
on?
you
I'm not
are
normally
to
a do-rag guy, but you know,
No.
What happened to make you one today?
it got thrown to me.
Oh, okay.
So if we just
I'll put
throw
it
you
on.
any piece of free clothing, you're going to put it on your body. That's how you live your life.
Yeah. Whatever you want.
Keep that in mind, folks, while he's on stage, please. Anything you want to throw,
wish I had a cock
Marino's
ring.
going to put it on. It's a guarantee right here tonight at Skankfest.
Marino, what's going on in your life? What do you need help with?
I'm just trying to get laid more.
Okay.
First step, take off the do-rag.
Yeah. This is too easy. And wear socks. Do you wear socks? Are you weering socks? Okay.
Ankle
just making
socks,
sure.
yeah.
Just making sure. What's your usual tactic?
My usual tactic, I just wait for him to approach me, honestly.
Wait for
Yeah.
M?
I have no
Wait for
game.
apostrophe EM to approach you. That's what you just said. Do you mean women?
Whoever. No, women.
Has that happened? Women just approach you?
It has, yeah. Every
Okay.
once in a while. I don't get laid very often, but when I do, it's
Gotta put
usually
your-
on them.
Yeah, you gotta put yourself out there more.
I guess so.
Well, try it. Let's role
guess,
play.
I guess I'm asking how. How do I put myself out there? What do I
Well,
do?
let's see. I don't know what your game is, so pretend I'm a woman.
I'll pretend.
Let's really try to get in the zone here. And you want to approach me. I'm ignoring you.
Okay.
And you want to get my attention.
Okay.
And your end goal is sex. Go.
My angle is sex. Hey, how's it going? I'm Marino. What's your name?
That's how you're starting it, you fucking
What do
dork?
I do? What do I do?
Hi, my name's Marino. What's your name? Say something smooth.
Something personal to the person.
Personal.
Women love compliments.
My advice would start with something observational that's
Okay.
not like nice ass, you know?
Well, there goes my first tactic.
You
Try
can't
to think
see
of
my
something
ass.
else
I'm
here.
sitting.
I like your shirt.
You're gonna yell, I like your shirt from halfway across the room?
Hey, I'm Marino.
Rape! Who's a rapist?
You walked over so scarily. That was incredible.
Austin 316, let's go!
Okay, the power of wrestling's not gonna help you now, baby.
Let me lose the do-rag.
What
Yeah.
are your 3 best qualities?
My 3 best
Ooh,
qualities.
put it back on. Oh, yeah.
No, the thing is, Marino, you're not a bad-looking guy, but you
No.
have done everything in your power to make you less attractive,
Yes.
which
Okay.
I find fascinating.
This is what I'm looking for. What do I
From
do?
head to toe, you're losing, but the face and the body, not bad at all.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank
You got a
you.
good
Not
face.
bad at all.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So,
But don't love fur it, you know?
Is it
Use
the
good
shorts?
face.
Is
Take
it
advantage.
the Steve Austin shirt? What is
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
We'll work on it.
What's an interesting fact about you?
I'm a firefighter.
Oh,
Lead with that always.
lead with that,
Okay.
you fuck.
All right. Well, let's see here. That's pretty much it.
Spoken like a true firefighter. It's the only interesting thing about me.
I'm from here. I grew up in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Why do you like fighting fires?
It's the only thing I'm good at.
Okay, we
That's
can
a pretty
change that
cool
answer.
thing to be good at.
It is, but like, you know, I like saving lives or something.
Nah.
Wait, have you ever definitely saved someone's life, carried out a baby on your shoulder?
Yeah. Not a baby,
Whoa.
not the baby thing, but I've.
Well, what'd you
so,
carry?
I didn't carry anything. CPR, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know CPR.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a
I'm
fun little.
actually on the medical staff for
Are you-
this festival.
Are you
but-
supposed to be working right now?
No,
Someone's
I'm
choking
off.
out.
I'm off currently,
Okay.
but yeah. So
Someone's
nobody-
ODing in the back, and it's like Marino's on stage trying to get fucked.
Now Marino's on trial for murder.
If one of you die now, it's somebody else's problem.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
Do you own any pants?
I do. I usually wear pants. I don't
Okay.
know why. I wore pants yesterday, the day before. I don't know why I
You're
went with the
"Today's not a-
shorts.
today's not a
Okay.
pants
I should have
day."
prepared for this show better.
That's fine. And how old are you?
I just turned 28.
Okay. What's your sign?
Virgo.
Okay, I don't know anything about that.
Me neither.
Okay. I don't know. What do we do with them?
It's not good when you're trying to give someone advice on how to get fucked, you get bored.
Yeah.
Yeah. That seems to be the issue.
What's the most interesting thing that's ever happened to you?
The most
Aside from
thing
this.
that's ever happened to me. I mean, the saving lives part, that wasn't interesting.
That is. I just didn't know if there was another one that superseded
Yeah,
that.
but you have to be like more of a storyteller about it, you know?
Yeah, I'm not good at that.
It's like
Right.
beginning, middle, end. Okay. Well, guys, he's single, ladies. Talk
If
to him
anyone
after
got
the
wet
show.
during that segment.
Yeah. Then I'm concerned for you, but I'll talk to
I'm
him
sorry,
after the
Corinne.
show.
I love you.
Well, uh-oh.
Rape!
I like the 28 part. Everything else you lost me on, but we can work with that. Once you go young, you go, oh, that dick works much better. You go, oh, that's how that's supposed to go.
Wait, it just works and then it works right again after that? That's insane. You gotta get a new model, kids.
Oh, we're having a good time. All right. Speaking of good times, I think it is about time that we bring on our guest of honor for this evening.
So excited to have him.
Yeah, you know him, you love him, you've heard him on
You've heard him on
Cumtown.
Cumtown. You've heard him on everything. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Nick Mullen.
Welcome, Nick. Did you see Marino from backstage?
Marino is a firefighter, huh?
Yeah. Do you have any tips before we just let him go into the wild about how he can get fucked better?
It's hard to hear back there because I think Zach Amico is overdosing on Snickers.
Well, Marino murdered him.
But,
No, it's too late.
Were you criticizing him for not wearing pants?
That was part of it.
Part of it.
I mean, like, listen.
But you're a firefighter. That's the best firefighter look is the chill outfit. It's the blue shirt and the Dickies pants and like the non-slip rubber boots. Anytime I see those guys, I'm like, fuck, I want just that aspect. What kind of shoes are those? I'm gonna ruin your whole show, by the way.
No, it's fine. You do whatever you want to do. I think they were like suede Vans, correct?
No, not those. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just a New York thing. 'Cause our firefighters are the best.
They have like boots. Steel toe
are they
leather boots.
anti-slip or something? Because they're different than the cop boots.
Oh, you're talking about, okay.
What's? Yeah, I would say it looks like kind of like a chef slash UPS guy. You guys know what I'm talking about.
UPS guys are hot.
Well, chefs
What, you
usually
don't have
wear
strong
Crocs.
opinions about? All right, I don't know.
So
They wear
you're
Crocs?
really into firefighter fashion.
Yeah, that outfit is good. The blue.
So you know
shirt
how
and-
like women are really attracted to like certain like firefighter or man in uniform. Is there some equivalent of that for men or for you?
I think
rather?
a naked woman.
Yeah. Her pussy's there.
Yeah,
I can
right,
see
exactly.
It.
You're a
Her
simple
titties.
guy.
Yeah, I don't know. Not for me. I don't know. I don't really have a preference.
Are you a lingerie guy?
No, and I'm not. It's not like I'm like, oh, I want to fuck those firefighters. When I see I'm like, that looks.
I
That's
didn't
a
think
We
that
cool-
until
weren't
now.
thinking that until you just stopped the conversation to go back to let us know.
Well, you were looking for like an equivalent on the other side.
Right,
I'm
right.
just saying, it's not a very sexual outfit. It just
There's
the ability to wear shorts and still command respect. It's like only firefighters and UPS can do it.
Yeah.
Nobody else. And if you can, and I guess every Australian man in the world, but if you can do that, then yeah, don't put pants on that man.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. You heard it here first.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome.
So, yeah, congratulations, Marino. You can fuck a guy like Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I bet a lot of straight men here would actually love to fuck you.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Oh, okay.
You're like one of those guys that a dude would be like, yeah, I got a crush on you. You're like Ryan Reynolds. Like, yeah, I could crush on that guy.
Oh, okay.
Has anyone ever compared you to Ryan Reynolds
No,
before?
never. That's the first time.
So
That's good. I like the Barbie movie. I thought that was all right. The first 20 minutes, then it kind of fell off.
So that
Wow.
you... Okay,
Too
what,
much.
what was the first 20 minutes
The
doing
first
it
20
for
minutes
you?
was very funny, and then after that, it seemed like they kind of just gave up on.
Really? It was that fast? I thought it went better for longer than 20 minutes.
No, it was. They made a clever point in the first like 20 to 25 minutes.
I see what you're saying.
Then they introduced the mom and the daughter, and then there's supposed to be some kind of emotional payoff there, right?
Right.
They have like conflict between them. Like
Yes.
this like intergenerational drama over Barbie and what Barbie means, and the daughter's like angsty, and the mom's trying to deal with, okay, now I'm a middle-aged woman, and all of Barbie's promises didn't like lead to anything. And then, but they hate each other, and then they go back into Barbie Land. They're off screen. And then the next time we see them, the daughter's like, we gotta help Barbie. And it's like, well, what the fuck happened to them hating each other for a second? And so the only two human characters in the movie, we don't see any of their story. It's just the fucking doll, and that ruined it for me.
Okay.
The Ken dancing stuff, I thought that was well choreographed.
Yeah.
You know, but other than that, yeah, it was like.
I liked America Ferrera's monologue at the end. But
Yeah.
I don't know, when men watch that, like, did you gain anything out of it, or were you like,
Which part?
where she was just like, women are just trained to be like fuckable, basically, but in PG terms.
Is that when they go to
like
Weird
your
Barbie?
worth.
They go to Weird Barbie's house, and she gives that.
No, this is at the very end. America Ferrera gives this like monologue. This
It's
really heartfelt
impossible to be a
monologue.
woman was
Yeah.
the like thesis
Oh,
of it.
okay.
You were asleep by then.
No, I wasn't asleep. I watched the whole thing because I was frustrated. That's what I mean, it is a good movie in the sense that I thought about it, but when I get excited about something halfway through and then it doesn't pay off, I'm like, I don't even know why I go to the fucking movies.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you were rewriting Barbie movie, what would happen in it after the first 20 minutes?
If I were to redo it, I would just make the movie 45 minutes long. And then I would have it when they go back to Barbie World and the Kens have ruined everything.
Right.
They're like, we got to come up with a plan. And then before they do, mushroom clouds. Everyone starts like melting. And then we zoom out and it's the mother and the daughter and they've got the Barbies in the microwave. And they're just,
Yeah.
they're microwaving all the Barbies. And then they go see their grandma and have a nice afternoon with their family.
Like
Yeah.
it never happened.
And what's the emotional payoff there?
It's that, well, fuck these dolls,
Right.
Who gives a fuck about the dolls?
Right.
The answer isn't going to be, oh, well, how about a different, do you still land on, we need a different kind of Barbie at the end? Mm-hmm. And the answer would be, I think, just focus on the interpersonal relationships in your life. And, stop worrying about being a woman and just be like, Claire, and this is my mom, and we have a good time.
Stop. Okay, so...
Yeah.
But that's interesting. Okay, so you took away from it. Stop. No clapping for stop. Stop worrying about being a woman.
No, all of those things are valid. I'm not saying. No.
Thank you for that permission.
My contention with the movie isn't any of the points that it makes, about like society or whatever.
Sure.
It's like that's not where I'm coming from. I'm not like, oh, this is just feminazi stuff. That's not nowhere near close to what I'm saying.
Yeah. No.
It's that. As a satire, it works well, but still has to comport to the format of a 90-minute movie with a narrative arc that, like, Americans can digest so that it can make $1 billion.
Right.
And at a certain point, it has to abandon its dedication to the satire to accomplish that. And they just start plugging in story elements. And then, well, that's it. That's really my only complaint. It isn't. Yeah, it isn't any of
5
the.
stars.
It's a small tweak.
The message of the movie, and then some of that stuff, like maybe not that speech, but certainly the one in the weird Barbie house. It's like, I feel like if there was a way to do that not literally,
Right.
which I feel like they already accomplished.
Yeah.
Which that's what makes it. That's what makes it.
Overdrove it.
That's your ability as an artist, is to not say those things in the way that any idiot that works at BuzzFeed could,
Right.
but to do it through satire and through art,
Yeah.
And so
Your
it felt
unique
like
metaphors.
it kind of cheapened itself by doing
Yeah,
it. So
yeah.
that was my only.
Have you ever had any gay experiences?
Like going to see the Barbie movie and thinking this much about it?
Aside from that.
Yeah. And I didn't even see Oppenheimer. That looks like.
Oh, that's
yeah.
it's
So is
pretty
that
gay.
What's that?
a gay
Yeah,
experiences?
Oppenheimer's probably the gayer movie, right?
It's pretty gay.
Like you go there and you're like, oh wow, a man scientist. I don't know.
So gay.
Yeah.
You've never had a gay experience?
I guess like as an adult.
Or a child?
What? I think the other one's molestation.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Although kids experiment,
I don't want to like steal molestation valor, but there's always an
can.
older neighborhood kid who's getting it way worse, probably.
But you had a little, like
had a little whoopsies.
Are you telling us that you were touched as a kid, but not? It wasn't that bad?
Well, I was, but it was just an older kid that probably had worse problems.
Oh,
And
so
then,
you have empathy for him, and it was okay that your body was like just a vessel used for his trauma?
I don't know if it was it's like kind of, I don't even really. I'd like to leave this era. This is the kind of podcasting you do when you're 22 and you're like, the future's not going to happen.
Right.
I live in a box. I'm like, I make $700,000 a year now. I don't want.
Nice.
I don't need to go on a show and be like, yeah. So some other kid sucked my dick, and it's.
But maybe you
Oh,
can
he
make
sucked it.
I want to make milk toast incorrect points about a movie that I barely remember. That's what I want to do.
I feel like you could make $800,000 next year though if you drop the molestation
Yeah,
bomb. you
wear
know?
that badge, baby.
Reach for the stars, baby.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, okay. So we can leave that area, and so
That's all right.
the new.
Sorry you were molested.
Did you guys like the Barbie movie? No, you guys. I'm not talking to you. We're not. Sorry.
I loved it. Yeah,
You
I
did?
liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I really liked it, but I felt like a little bit of it was too like force fed. Like I get it. Like we're supporting feminism, and I would have liked to be like a little more unique in its presentation of it. Because if you went to see the Barbie movie and you didn't know that all these things should be true in the world, like you're super far behind. That's what I felt.
Maybe that's like the thing is because then you have to think like the movie wouldn't have made $1 billion if it didn't speak. You know,
It was a little vague conceptually
Yeah.
for me in the space of feminism, and it kind of made me sad that like I was like, oh, we're still starting from this kind of far back point,
Yeah.
and I'm like a lot ahead of that as far as where I think feminism should be in the world.
Yeah, and the way it does kind of like weave in critiques of capitalism, I guess, also by it's analyzing what the doll means and how it can't mean anything or whatever.
Sure, to me it's like this is shit all adults should know already. Though.
Well, but the marketing of the film kind of like even violated that. What disappointed me the most is before the movie came out.
He really doesn't want to talk about being molested.
It's a big thing. I don't. Yeah, I really don't. Frankly, it's because people bring it up when you're a kid. You're like, how about we talk about the Barbie movie? And so
Yeah,
I've been
totally.
waiting for this for 20 years, I guess.
Yeah.
But even in the marketing of the movie, it's like you had Margot Robbie doing all those interviews where she's saying this movie's going to make $1 billion, and it's like that. Well, that doesn't mean it's good,
Totally.
And it's also too, it's like the $1 billion movie thing. Like that's James Cameron's domain.
Right.
Avatar makes $1 billion not because it's good, but because everyone's like, wow, let's go watch James Cameron make $1 billion.
Yeah.
You know.
Front row seat. I'm just glad it was better than the all-female Ghostbusters. There's
Yeah.
been a lot of like female versions of movies that are bad. I'm like, you guys are making us look pretty shitty.
But is Ghostbusters Afterlife any better? What is that? Is that? It's just Dianne Feinstein.
The female one was just so bad that I'm like, ah, man,
Uh-huh.
that's gonna set us back.
We had Ernie Hudson on our show.
Nice.
Yeah, and then Ian found out, and he was like trying to come by and show Ernie Hudson his his Ghostbusters toys.
That's sweet.
He was like, "Tell him I got a proton pack," and we're like, "We're not telling him we know you. We're not gonna ruin this by letting." Yeah. Did you like the original Ghostbusters movie?
I loved it. Oh
Really?
my god,
Oh.
it's fucking great. Did you?
Not really.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Yeah. I think it's criticism of ghosts. It's just,
I mean, I love ghosts.
You
would
think it's like anti-ghost rhetoric?
you
or?
would think that a post 9/11 Ghostbusters movie would have a lot more to work with, female
Right.
or male.
Oh my god, they should tackle 9/11.
There would have been so much more work to do.
Right.
And they wouldn't have had to have left Tribeca. They could have just
Right.
stayed down there.
Right around the block. 1 block radius is all your work.
Okay, is there anything else you need to say about the cinema world before we move on?
No.
But you could hit us with it at any time, so we'll
No,
be
it's
ready
all
for
right.
it.
Yeah, no, this is like the Lion's Den,
Well, I really want to make it safe for you. So
It just, even like be surrounded. Even on my own show, I would hide in the corner. I'd be behind the veil. I'd wear a full,
Like Sia?
a
with the
full
wig?
like niqab, like burqa.
yeah,
And I
okay.
would do the show.
Wow, a lot of white guys appropriated shit today.
We
Headpieces.
could have gotten that for you if we had known in advance. I
Yeah,
could have
yeah,
gotten
yeah.
ordered a burger on Amazon or something.
Right,
Can you order
definitely.
one on Amazon?
I feel like you can get everything.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
would put
be
it
able
past
to.
them.
Right. So the New York Times famously published a list of 36 questions that they feel like you can use to make a partner fall in love
I
with
remember
you.
that, yeah.
Okay,
But
so-
you have to isn't it you have to stare at them in the eyes while you do it? It's
I know
like
you're
snake charming.
I know what you're talking about. That's not specifically this one, but there
Oh,
is like a
okay.
tactic where you look deeply into it. Do you want to do that? I
Wait,
feel like
yeah.
you don't. But
I don't
you just
even
walk
I don't
in.
even want to do
try
that with even someone I'm dating and without the questions. I don't-
You're sure you don't want to try? We can set a timer for 60 seconds, and you can do it with me, and you can do it with Krystyna.
Yeah.
Now I'm dying to do it, and I hate doing this, but I feel like you would hate it more than I would. So
Yeah.
then that would make me enjoy it. Look,
All right, whatever. Let's have fun.
On your mark.
This is my version of the naked roast.
Eye contact. Ready?
All right.
All right,
Wait,
okay.
yeah.
Okay,
Well, I mean,
hold
you don't
on.
have to face
Hold on,
her,
I gotta
yes.
practice eye contact.
It's
right.
weird.
Is
On
that
your
it?
mark. Get set. Go. 60 seconds of eye contact. Nick
Oh,
is
do you
already
ask the
uncomfortable.
questions or no?
No, you just look at each other.
Oh, okay.
The way you're sitting really.
Yeah, should I use?
Don't
Should I set my Apple Watch
You
to
can't
do a
break
time?
it.
We have to start again
Okay.
now.
Oh, she's got a timer.
All right,
Okay.
on your mark.
I got the Apple Watch, so I figured I might as well.
He's so how far did he get before he got uncomfortable and he had to look away from me?
7.5 seconds.
Ready? Stare at each other. Wow. Corinne's pretty good at this. Yeah, you guys are both doing great. Some twitching, some facial twitching happening.
I feel uncomfortable now.
Yeah.
Don't break eye contact.
Are you shaking?
A little bit, yeah.
Wow. Is she making you nervous?
I'm terrified.
I'm not happy either, but I'm leaning in because
Yeah,
it's
you both
making you
don't like
less
this.
happy than me.
Yeah. That's what life's about. That's what a deep, meaningful connection is hurting someone.
Yeah.
You understand me so quickly.
Right, yeah. Where are we at? You gotta be at 45 seconds.
35 seconds.
Okay.
It's taking so long.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sweating a little.
I got into practicing holding my breath for a really long time last year. I got an app to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Guess how long?
That you can hold your breath for?
My record.
60 seconds?
No, way longer. Longer.
I can
5?
do 2 minutes.
4 minutes and 11 seconds.
Yeah,
Whoa.
do Wim Hof, baby. You
I did
hold your
Wim
breath
Hof.
longer
Yeah,
than you
Wim
think.
Hof.
All right,
It's just
it was a
breathing.
minute.
It's just
it was a
breathing.
minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it got really bad around 35, 40, and then it eased.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just
So-
start talking about Wim Hof and everything melts away. You know what Wim Hof is?
Yeah, absolutely. Christina
Oh.
talks about it.
It's,
Yeah, the
it's funny,
Iceman.
if that guy was from like New Jersey, he would be a homeless person.
Yes.
But because people hear him, they're like, oh, IKEA.
Yeah, Swedish.
This must be. I love the IKEA cafeteria. Yeah, maybe holding my breath in water is a good idea.
Yeah.
It's killed people. There's people that'll die because they'll do Wim Hof in the bath and then they fucking pass out and go under the water.
Well, you can't do Wim Hof when you're on drugs.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they did wrong.
Is Wim Hof in the bath a place to do it? That doesn't seem safe.
He has two different things he does. He does ice baths and then he also does this breath holding shit.
And someone
then-
tried to put them together.
Yeah, right. People
Got
will be
it.
like, whoa, why don't I do both at once?
Multitasking. Yeah.
I will say though, the breath holding thing, after you do it, it's like, oh, okay.
I
Something's
guarantee
happening.
you, guarantee you, Joe Rogan has harmed more people by endorsing
Yeah.
Wim Hof than by questioning the vaccines. There's probably
Sure.
been
Yes.
more people with,
hold my breath.
with pulmonary damage from trying Wim Hof
Yeah,
than,
yeah.
than by,
A lot
whatever.
of stubborn people died
Yes, right.
that week.
All right. Well, I think it's time to stare into Christina's highs. I know you were
Oh, I
trying
gotta
to
do-
start a
oh. I'm
gonna try
conversation
to
to
do
get
it in
out of it,
silence.
Okay,
but
all right.
I remembered.
I already
I
did
love
it once, so
intimacy.
maybe I can.
Yeah, Christina fucking loves intimacy. Okay. Are you guys ready? All right. Go.
Oh man, this is bad because you're not going to say anything either.
Her eyes are saying it all.
It's terrifying, especially with a bunch of people watching. This is just what like Broadway
You don't
actors.
like doing it when people watch?
What's that?
You don't like doing it when people watch?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. I looked away. I did. Start it again.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, so that was 22 seconds. We're starting again.
Okay. I can do it. I can do it. I promise.
You ready? One,
Yes.
2, 3, go.
Yeah. Yeah, being a Broadway actor must be really hard.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To like have to go out in front of a bunch of people that paid $100 and then pretend to be a guy from the 40s. And be like, what's the paper got to say today? And then, stand-up's already pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, it is.
And then, but yeah, to be earnest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In such a dumb way, I guess. Yeah. So,
You said
how
so
do
at
you
30
feel about
seconds.
this Biden impeachment?
Is he getting impeached?
I don't know. I don't know what those
You
words
looked away.
mean. I did look away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Right?
Start it again.
Doing it again. You
Start
made
again.
it to 42.
You gotta talk. You're trying to make me lose here.
No,
We gotta get through this.
there's no
Oh,
losing
okay.
or winning, but you didn't make it to a minute. All right, 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
go.
One of them's gonna start crying.
It's him. Yeah. There's a tear. What are we at, like 35?
37. The audience was in physical pain.
Yeah, I feel it.
47. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. You did it!
Yes, you did it.
How did that feel, Nick?
Pretty easy. You just think about that kid sucking your dick and you're just gone. You're out of here. Lights out.
Yeah, I am back at my room.
But the thing is, I haven't done that since like an acting class with anybody.
Yes, right.
I think me and you have done it as an exercise at one point in our relationship, but
Acting class, that's such a scam. That they do stuff like that?
Right.
What's after that? Fucking juggling?
Well, I got a BFA in acting. That's
Intimacy
great.
and
all right,
juggling?
I'm sorry. But that's
It's
college.
a lot of, yeah.
Right? There's like
yeah.
a class.
Oh, you're talking about like adults?
I don't know.
taking an
I've
acting
never
class?
been to an acting class. I have no idea. But I
Yeah.
hear things like that. I'm like, oh, this is a scam.
Yeah.
You'd be better off
that was
just-
so tough for you to do just now. You don't think you got anything out of that would make you give a better performance?
Honestly, it was tough because anytime I have like doing a podcast, I'm like, well, this has to be fun. Like I have to like to be funny.
So you just stop
I,
and
I panic if like doing any kind of live thing. I panic if I'm not
Right.
If people aren't laughing.
well, we're female comedians, so we're fine with just not being funny
okay.
for long periods.
Yeah, it's okay.
Kind of feeling that's what people
Some good will
expect from
come out
us. Thank you
eventually,
so
you know?
much for the support. Okay, but I literally feel like I feel more bonded to you than other people at the festival now that we did that. In when
was the
in
last
an uncomfortable way?
When was the last time you looked at somebody for
You call that like
60
intimacy?
seconds?
Meanwhile, 2 stages over, Lewis is getting like a gun put into his ass. But
That's not intimate.
That's not intimate. That's a wall.
he's trying to figure out what caliber it is.
Yeah, but okay, so wait, but like you can only vote for one, and the choices are going to be: would you rather have Lewis stick a gun in your ass or intimately stare in Nick Mullen's eyes for 60 seconds? So clap if you would rather intimately stare into Nick's eyes for 60 seconds. Okay, now and only vote for one, obviously. And now clap if you want the gun in your butt by Lewis. See?
It's a rigged election.
What?
They stole it.
It's a rigged election.
I want to see the rolls.
I knew that was going to be the answer, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now that we're more intimate, one of the questions I think I would be really curious in hearing your answer is, what would constitute a perfect day for you?
A perfect day.
Yeah, right? Oh my God.
This is heartfelt.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't really take much. And maybe you have this experience living in New York, but you can never see the sky.
Yeah.
And then the days where I catch like a sunset, I'm like, oh yeah, the world is a beautiful place. So really, I don't know, picnic, that's it.
A picnic.
Yeah, really.
I love
honestly.
this.
But all of like the same color Yeti stuff and all of it.
Oh, yeah,
So
uniform.
with every product, and then like
It's just so
like
interesting.
an Xterra with like a lift kit that I just drive into Herbert von King Park in Bed-Stuy, 2 blocks
Oh,
away from
wow.
my apartment, and I set up like I have the whole setup and all the Yeti stuff, and I just have a nice day in nature, taking pictures of my Yeti gear and posting it on the Yeti subreddit.
So it's just a perfect day for you is just you
just me and
doing that.
merchandise is just like,
setting it
just
up.
nature with stuff that
Yeah.
I spent a bunch of money on. Yeah.
It's very interesting getting to know you in real life over the past 24 hours, just a little bit, because you seem emotional. You're talking about sweet things, and then I was like prepping for this podcast, and the first thing I listened to was you and 2 other comics talking about fucking the bingo arms of your ugliest grade school teacher, and so
The bingo.
the bingo
arms?
flaps, yeah, like the fat that
Oh.
hangs down, like
Is that what
here.
that's called?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I don't even. Was that me?
I mean, you were a part of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Everyone got in on the bingo arm action.
Oh, like a bingo lady, I guess.
Well,
Like when
they
say-
call it bingo flaps because, when you yell bingo, the fat part of your arm hangs down.
We've done
gotta
other
go on
stuff.
Weight
I
Watchers.
do voices. I do like an Indian guy and
What are the voices that you do?
like Indian guy or
Right.
Nigerian guy or Iranian guy. There's a lot of them.
Right.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you could feel free to do the rest of the podcast as any of those
I
characters.
I would like to leave that in the past.
Oh. All right, let's talk about the molestation.
Okay. I'd like to leave unless there's a reason for it, you know. Like I feel like doing an Iranian accent is okay because they're underrepresented.
Right.
And by that I mean people don't understand the nuances. I watched that show the night of, and they cast an Iranian man as the Pakistani father. I'm like, this is offensive.
Yeah.
Did you write a letter?
I did.
What did it say?
in Farsi.
Oh. Stand behind your cause.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have you been in love?
I don't know. I'd say the same as every other person, 5 or 6.
But wait, is 5 or 6 a norm? Because I feel like me is like, I think it was 6 I calculated not too long ago. Is that but people said that was a lot. That was like a high number.
I fall in love a lot.
Right. Are you guys over or under 6 in the audience? Under?
Under? Who's over 6? You're under. Yeah, Marino.
Marino
you're under.
yelled
Yeah,
under.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
like, we get it.
Yeah, take that. Do right off. Who's over 6? Wow. How many in the back? Too many?
That was a check, yeah.
Were your parents mentally ill?
Do you do this eye staring
Yeah.
thing with everyone?
We've never done the
question?
eye staring thing with anyone but each other.
No, I mean her. If
Oh.
you've been in love that many times.
Yeah.
Maybe too much eye contact. Maybe limit that. Just vet people more by staring at your shoes. That's what I do.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Yes.
How'd you find out?
She just told me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's boring as shit. Were you surprised?
Yeah, but it's like, I feel like that, I mean, I guess in my experience, that always comes at the end of like things being bad for so long that you're like, whew, finally, it's over. Like, thank God.
Thank God you fucked up.
Yeah,
before
it's a clean out, you know?
Okay, so
like what's worse, being cheated on or spending the next 3 years like getting fat, like being like, oh, we already watched this episode of 600 Pound Life.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Or
and
just
then-
like leave the relationship, but
yeah, I don't know.
you wait to get cheated on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because then
yeah.
it's not your fault.
not
It's
your
great
fault,
when you didn't
yeah.
want to be in the relationship and they cheat on you. You're like, thank, like what a gift. It's like winning the lotto.
I feel like this is a thing that I've heard from a lot of men though. Like they don't want to be the ones to end the relationship, and they're so happy when they have a clean out, like you just said it. Like what is it about being a man that makes
I
that
don't think
so?
it's a male thing because there's relationships I have ended. It's like, you know, it's the you're doing like this is gonna sound autistic, but you know, you're doing like cost benefit analysis. So
Right.
You got
And
your
it's,
graph,
yeah,
you
it's
color
like
code
if,
it.
if you've been with somebody for a year and it's like, okay, there's these problems, can I resolve them? And then there's a new problem, and it's like, well, did we fix the old one? And then you know how it is. It's everybody's. Yeah, you don't know. Like some people are very good at like, as the first sign of trouble, they're out.
That's
But
me.
That's
yeah.
But and then I guess it's also based on your experiences. But very few people have relationships where it's like there's never any fucking problems. I think the only marriages that last are the ones where whenever you see like the lamest wedding in the world, like if it's people who are like, yeah, we did a Funko Pops themed wedding in Tampa, and we got, you know, like those people they will never break it. They will never have any problems because there's always going to be new Star Wars movies, you know. So they don't like. So I don't know. I mean, like I look at my dad, and my stepmom have been together 25 years now, and it has been nothing but constant drama and fight, just bitter, just awful. And then I'm like, why do you do this? He's like, well, we love each other. I'm like, okay. Well, I guess that's just all I know.
Loved
you know what I mean?
ED? Like
well, it's,
they used
no,
to?
no, they do. I mean, and the reality is, yes, separately they wouldn't be able to. You know, I don't think they would be able to function.
Yeah,
you know?
that's my parents.
So, you know, and then you never know in the moment. It's like, you know, you date someone for 2 years. It's like, I don't know what the future holds. Ultimately, everybody, or not everybody, people have different goals. But if you want like companionship and long-term companionship and something meaningful, it's like, okay, well, like these, ultimately everything is just communication. It's like, can this be something that's fixed? And, you know, but communication is also just this tension that exists between two people that have like behavioral issues that need to get in sync. And, you know, anybody who's been in therapy knows that's like, you know, it's hard to change behavior. So, Yeah.
And romantic relationships usually magnify the shit you got going on. Like if you have like tantrums or
Magnify-
whatever immature thing you
Yeah,
have,
but I
it's
think
gonna come out.
magnify is kind of like a cynical way to put it because it's otherwise those issues are just crystallized. In your
Yes.
day-to-day life, they're hardened and they can't be touched. It sort of like softens it like earwax. You know,
Oh,
perhaps.
it's beautiful.
And then if you truly love someone, you can get in there with a bobby pin and,
Yeah, just
and then hide it from them so they don't
A
see
bobby
what
pin?
disgusting shit came out of their ear.
right.
Yeah, but no, I know what you mean. Yeah, anytime you're in a relationship, you think like, oh, I'm good, I'm confident or whatever, and then you're like, oh, I'm actually like deeply insecure and I'm worried about
Yeah.
everything all the time.
What would you
But-
say as a boyfriend, past and present, are your two best qualities and your two worst qualities?
I don't know. I mean, I I really don't know how to gauge. I mean, I guess I don't know, honestly. At this point now, I'm rich. I guess that's probably good. That's probably easy.
Before
But-
you were rich, you don't feel like you were bringing anything to the table of note?
It's weird because when you're broke, like there's like an incel thing where it's like, oh, women only fuck guys that have money or whatever,
Right.
and that's actually not true.
Oh, it's not. I've
sort
never
of-
fucked
we've
anyone
never
with
fucked
money.
anyone
It
with
was
money.
so much easier when I was like a bum because when I lived in like Chinatown in like a fucking like a Chinese doctor's office in a tenement house. This one girl was like, "Oh, it's like fucking somebody from the 1800s."
Yeah. Yeah, it
Like,
is.
so you're just there's
Women
a
are
cartoon
incredible.
character in between me and you that you're it's
Did
like
you fuck
nothing's
the stripper from Peppermint Hippo last
nothing's expected of you. But when you have money, then it can also become very easy to paper over problems of being like, let's just go out to dinner, or like do all of these things. And so you have to be mindful of that and not like just offloading things onto going to see a movie or going to dinner or fucking,
Yeah, that shit adds up.
Yeah.
Have you ever dated a woman with money?
Yes, yeah, actually. But yeah, back when I didn't have money, I dated a couple of people that had money, and that was nice because they had lucrative. I dated a social worker for years, and she
Who
got
had money?
Really?
well compared to me. I mean,
Just any money.
I only ever like pursued I mean, the money like ordering Ubers and Seamless. To me, that was
Right, that's
like
luxurious.
wow.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
no.
better the government paid for it, but yeah.
Yeah. And then that was wild because that is a brutal job being a
It is.
she was like a project manager for this I guess they found housing for mentally ill people in the city. And then all of their clients because there's a lack of housing, they'd put them in together. And these are
that's
like
not good.
severely mentally unstable people. And then it's all day long responding to calls where one of them's like put their head through a mirror and stab the other one with the fucking shards or whatever. And then she'd come
One
home.
guy loved that in the back.
She'd come home. Yeah, right. And then she's like, she has to get drunk immediately. And she's like telling me about it. And she's like, how's your day? I was like, well, you know how like Iranian people like fucking, they sound kind of funny. So that was my work for the day. So can you order a pizza? And that's all I had to do.
Now, you said a couple of times you did end a relationship. What were the reasons that made you actually end the relationship?
It just didn't seem like, I don't know, like, it's just not working. There's constant conflict and it's the same kind of problems and problems that aren't like rooted in anything like immediate or anything that's actually happening.
Okay.
It's, if somebody just
Like
says
compatibility.
well, insecurity is the number one thing. I think that probably destroys every relationship one way or the other. And then, you need to you have to, like what you said about it brings out those issues. That is the issue. That's the one, insecurity rooted from attachment issues or whatever it may be. And it's hard to fix those things. At a certain point, you have to be like, look, this is just making this worse because it's bringing this out. I'm not doing anything that should, engender these feelings. I don't know.
Yeah. What would you say is your biggest insecurity?
Mine? I don't know. I don't know. That's like hard to answer. I guess I most of my negative feelings are like, I feel like just kind of like universal kind of existential things about extracting meaning from life or being like a good person in interpersonal relationships and like if I'm accomplishing that and then if I like even if I do, does it amount to anything? I mean, so those are the things that really sort of bother me. I feel like, when I was younger, certainly, like jealousy or whatever, things that everybody deals with.
Were you jealous? I didn't think I was.
Sort of. I would get, get insecure, but then you have to, I think the thing that you shouldn't do is, like, if you are insecure, not address it,
Right.
You're like, hey, this
let it
this
boil,
threatens
let it
me.
burn.
Yeah, if your girlfriend's like, hey, I'm gonna go, like, fucking, this band invited me on tour and I'm gonna live in their tour bus for a week. And you're like,
say shit.
I have no problem with that at all.
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna make
Have
it.
fun, honey.
Yeah, that's gonna make it, like, an issue. So learning how
That
to,
seems like something that really happened. That was a very specific.
No, it didn't. I was trying to think of a funny example, and I bombed.
Your
So,
worst.
there
No,
you
they
go.
liked it. They
That's
liked
the worst.
it.
That's the worst insecurity.
That was your worst fear.
Yeah. Exactly.
Do you have a secret hunch about how you're gonna die? We're back to the list.
Oh.
Honestly, I used to, like, worry. You know, it's funny because, I'm like, like when you're a teenager, you have friends that die from either, like, suicide
Car
or, like,
accident.
a car accident.
Yep.
Or all these things, and then you get into your 20s and you, like, those deaths for two reasons. One, you don't really understand what death is when you're a teenager. And then also a lot of those deaths you experience are ones where the person that died still had some aspect of control over their own mortality. Certainly with suicide or
Right.
a drug overdose, car accident maybe a little bit less so. But then I got into my late 20s and then friends started getting cancer, or like, dying of something where you think you're kind of out of this danger zone when you get into and then you're supposed to live a happy life until this other invisible part of life that's not supposed to apply to you, which is senility and, just becoming old and dying of all of these fucked up things. It starts seeping in. And then I started getting a lot of health anxiety about that. And then during COVID, I started doing way too much cocaine.
Nice.
And then
That's what I do when I'm anxious about my
well, I,
health.
like, permanently fucked up my blood pressure, and then
Permanently?
It's bad. It's always fucking bad. Anytime I check it, it's pretty bad.
Wait,
And
before
then-
we go on, did you take the COVID vaccine or was cocaine in?
No, I didn't get the vaccine, and then it wasn't a political. That wasn't a political thing. I just.
Well, he was doing cocaine instead, guys.
Yeah.
Well, it was funny. I was trying to, like, work on something like that because, like, then I don't want to make any kind of claims about what the vaccine does, good or bad. But when people started getting, like, fucking, like, heart issues, and I'm like,
You're like,
it has to be the one thing I do. Also, it's the same side effects as cocaine.
Right.
So I'll never have a "told you so" moment. I felt
Right.
that was very unfair.
Yeah.
It should have
Yeah.
given people, like, Parkinson's or something. If
Right.
it was up to me, if I made the all right, whatever. No, but I was saying, so yeah, my and then I started to worry about my heart, but my blood pressure was fucked up. So now, fingers crossed, heart attack at some point. Because that's the ideal. I don't know.
You think heart attack is the ideal way to die?
Well, I had a friend die of brain cancer and a friend die of pancreatic cancer, and
Yes.
watching that process is like it's really fucked up. It's
Right.
like really really shitty and not
Okay, so this
heart
is
attack. Heart attack, you're just like, oh fuck, and then you're gone. That's it.
No, but that's not true because so my dad died of a heart
Heart attack
attack,
can
but the thing
Don't ruin it for me.
so this is the thing, and I thought it's either like heart attack you die or heart attack you live. But there's heart attack you get the brain functionality of an 8-year-old and you can't get out of your
Isn't
bed.
that a stroke though?
No.
Oh.
It was cardiac arrest
No,
specifically.
that's not a heart attack.
But-
cardiac arrest is your heart stopping.
Your heart stops, but
Yeah.
they're kind of
That's dying.
interchangeable.
That's dying. So you have a heart attack, and then that can lead to cardiac arrest, which is usually death.
Right,
Yeah, so
but
if
it's
you-
not. He was dead and brought back. So
Yeah.
I mean, again, they're very related.
Yeah,
but yes,
yeah.
specifically it was cardiac arrest.
So when you say, because like that's saying, what's the
you
best
just
way
want a
to,
heart attack that kills you.
you said, what's the best way to die? If I had said a piano falling on my head,
Right.
And then you'd be
pretty
like,
quick.
actually, that's pretty bad. A piano fell on my dad's head, now he's in a wheelchair. I'm like, well, he survived the piano attack. I don't.
So you're saying it didn't? Well, because ultimately the cardiac arrest, he had it again, and then it killed him the second time.
okay.
But you're talking
I'm
just
so-
like
I'm so-
singular
I'm sorry
heart
about
attack.
that. I didn't mean to bring it up, but-
No, I didn't want you to be disappointed if it happened, and then you came back and it wasn't all
why
you
am I
thought
still
it would
here?
be.
I just had to sit with my grandma. Fucking, she already has dementia. She's had dementia for like 5 years, and she's pretty far
Right.
gone now. She's
Right.
94 years old, and my other grandma died. And it's, people get that age, and they just start like turning into dust. Basically, you just die of
They
all of
shrink.
these things. Yeah, all of these things at once. So her pelvis broke. And they had to, and then, she has dementia, so she doesn't know they have to remind her, they're like, yeah, your pelvis is broken. And she's
Don't dance,
she's like,
Nana.
where's the Glenn Miller band? She was like, no, I fucking
Nana.
And so they reset it, and then she was in rehab for that, and my mom was with her, and her stomach was just distending over a period of like 6 hours. And eventually they took her to the hospital again, and she had, her small intestine had ruptured. And and then she had sepsis, and so I went down to go because it's like this is the last time I'm going to see my grandma. So like I went down to go see her and sit there with her on her deathbed, and then somehow she made like she beat sepsis at 94 years old. So she's back watching the Glenn Miller band or whatever.
Nice.
But,
hopefully not dancing.
Yeah, but just like and everybody says this isn't like but nobody wants that.
No.
And she doesn't want to be alive anymore.
Yeah.
But it's it's very scary. You can't dying sucks. You're built to not die. So
I know it's the bitch about life.
That's a hard question to answer. It's as ridiculous as like, what's the best way to be tortured? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I feel like there's like waterboarded for me is a definite no, and I've thought about that extensively.
Mm-hmm.
But like maybe like bamboo shoots under fingernails better than waterboarding.
Yeah, I don't want any of it.
I don't want any of it, but it's like if someone has like gun to your head, which torture do you want? I mean, I'm definitely gonna choose a torture over the immediate death of the gun.
I would
to the
choose
head.
the gun.
Really?
Yeah,
I would do the gun.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I really want to live.
That's the other thing too. You think about shooting yourself in the head. Remember that with the Judas Priest kid? You can just turn into a fucking Muppet. That's one of the things that can fucking happen to you.
Wait, how do you turn into a Muppet? That sounds fun.
He fucking.
They
were listening. Him and his friend were listening to Judas Priest, and it was like the '80s. So they were like, "Let's kill ourselves." And I'm like,
yeah,
Judas
man.
Priest is so good, we gotta fucking kill ourselves. So his friend put the shotgun under his head, blew his brains out. He takes the shotgun, puts it under his chin, and just shoots his face off. And so they had to reconstruct his face, and then him and his family sued Judas Priest. And
America.
Yeah.
Did they win?
No, not at all.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Because it was based on the like if you play the record backwards, it has.
A lot of that, yeah.
Yeah. Would you kill yourself for any type of music? Is there any?
I would
Is there
not.
any type of music that was so good you were like? Do you
nah.
think people were doing that in like 1850? They were like, oh, fucking Beethoven, dude. I'm gonna get his piano and fucking drop it.
This music's so fucking good.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm like super susceptible to being into being in a cult or killing
I
myself
am.
because of music. Yeah, Chris.
I am.
That's
all
more
day.
Krystyna.
Give me someone to follow, baby. Think for me.
So wait, do you think that you could get someone like an artist, like if Beyonce talked to you long enough, do you think that you would take your own life?
No.
Like if she was like,
That's such a funny question.
You gotta kill yourself. Girl, you gotta kill yourself.
oh wait, but when you said that kind of sounded like her song with Jack White, like don't hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Just kill yourself.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Sadistic Beyonce. No, I wouldn't. I would just be so happy she was talking to me that I wouldn't want to like leave the planet. I would want to stay on the planet longer.
No, but I'm saying like if Beyonce was, come on, Krystyna, do it for me, like fucking kill yourself.
Oh, it's kind of hot. I'd probably just start masturbating.
See, you're already a little bit on board.
Nah, I wouldn't do it, but I'm like, why are you talking to me so sexy, Beyonce? Do you have a crush on me?
Like this is the only thing I need in my life is for you to just sacrifice yourself, and then I can live on and heal people
I
with
would
my music
fake
forever.
kill myself. I would fake it, and then I would move to another country so that Beyonce wouldn't be disappointed in me.
I was gonna say, I was like, but with that,
Faking your own death is awesome.
That's honestly, I've been suicidal in my life, and
you go fake fantasy.
but then I'm like, if I just fucking, I don't want to fake my death. I don't want to put people through that. But what if I just left?
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I love walking away. You know.
Yeah, I did. I remember I moved to LA from Austin when I was 22, and I thought about it because I didn't have a smartphone or anything. I didn't even have text messaging. And then I went through the desert, and I was like, if I had like a dirt bike, I could pull my car over the side of the road, cut the hose to the radiator, pretend the car overheated, and then fucking use the water from the radiator. I'll just drink coolant.
Yeah.
And then I'll put a dirt bike in the back, ride out into the desert, cover the tracks.
Before it kicks in.
Yeah.
Detailed.
And then it's like, and then what? Go work at Target? You know?
Yeah, I know. Well,
It's like-
I've always fantasized about being in a witness protection program.
Oh, yes.
Because then you like have to move.
Yeah, you get
You know?
2 identities for
So
one lifetime.
Yeah, and you
I
don't
would
feel
panic.
lazy.
The
You're not
second somebody was like, "What's your name?" I'd be like, "James Bond."
Krystyna Marie Hutchinson. Damn it.
Casino.
Clams Casino. But then you don't have to worry about like, I did it again. I walked away from my problems instead of working through them like an adult.
I always thought Clams Casino would have been a better name for that Ocean's 11 movie they made with the girls. When they did the girl.
If George Clooney had a Long Island accent.
Yeah.
Are you Clams Casino?
But the thing is, I think everyone like fantasizes about faking their own death. That's why it's illegal, because it's like such a good idea.
Well, and that's why when I was suicidal and I thought about like, what if I just changed my identity and moved? Would that make me happy? I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh, you don't have to kill yourself, girl. You just gotta work through it.
Oh, so wait, but
Well, it just made me realize like, oh, I would take that. Like
Right,
I would
yeah.
I would start over.
Well, there's two types of suicidal ideation. There's one where it's like, I'll just kill myself. And that's
Yeah.
kind of like palliative. It makes you feel better.
Yeah.
And then there's the kind where you're like, oh, I'm actually going to do it. This time I'm going to do it. And that is a very like dark place.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
That's scary. It doesn't
Yeah,
feel
it's very
good.
scary.
wait, has that been a place that you have been?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say, I've had suicidal ideation, but it is just that. It's like, because I mean, in my head, we'll go there all the time. It's like the PS5 won't connect to the PlayStation
Right.
network.
Just fucking kill myself.
Yeah, right. Well, I'll kill myself. I'll just fucking kill myself.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
immediate gratification of the times we are living in does
Yeah.
make suicide seem like
And then,
a
yeah.
very immediate option.
No, there was when I was like 23, 24, because I started comedy when I was 16. And then, I like pursued it very aggressively. And then when I was 23, I'd done JFL. I did South by. I had credits. I knew people, and there was just no path forward. And there's nothing else I can do. I didn't know what to do. And then I started to get to that like kind of point. And yeah, it sucked. Yeah, it was like really shitty.
Did you ever did you have a specific plan?
No, it's just coming to the realization. It's like I don't know what to do, and it was actually kind of nice because then you give up and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna have friends and interests. which honestly, I mean, it sounds absurd, but that wasn't something I really considered prior to that. I mean,
Having friends.
Yeah, no, I didn't
gotta have
have
friends.
outside of comedy. I didn't really have any interest. My relationships with people, my assumption was maybe it was what it led to doing stand up was that the world was a very oppositional place. Everybody was trying to check you constantly.
Yeah.
It was always, so I I don't think anybody was nice to me until I was like 23 years old.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and then my life continued to suck, but then it was like, oh yeah, I can just like other things that other people are doing and be happy for them. And then and then since then I've been fine. I mean, I've had worries and concerns, but it's never escalated to the level of like, oh, I'll kill myself. It's like, I don't know, do I have to rob a bank? How am I gonna pay? Am I gonna take care of my parents? That kind of shit. Yeah.
See, Nick Mullen's such a sweet guy. I love this.
I mean, I am.
You got a good heart,
I
honey.
am racist. I have a very offensive track record. I can say all these things. I'm like, yeah, I will get back into comedy. I'm like, who is here for the pussy eating festival? these monsters.
Well, there you are. Well, I think it's time that we should get into our interactive portion of the evening. This is the final segment of our show.
Yeah.
And we do need volunteers from the audience. We'll need 3 volunteers. They have to be men, preferably straight men. Not that any gay man would come to this Skankfest, but maybe there's one. This guy already has his hand raised. You do.
And we didn't have to tell you there's a cash
1
prize.
and then 3. Yeah, so you guys already did
Okay,
it.
so come up on stage.
You guys are so eager. You don't even know what you're doing.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll start with.
No, I didn't. I thought you were trying to get something from under the table. That's exactly. I was like, you're trying to play what? Trying to suck my dick right now? What the heck?
All right, so one of you pick up the long-haired guy, pick up the microphone. Tell us your name and one interesting fact
Oh, I know
about
this
you.
guy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Name's Rob.
That's the guy that blew me when I was.
Oh shit, are you okay?
When I was 6. Yeah.
You should do eye contact with him and heal it.
Name's Rob. I do pest control.
Oh, okay, Rob. Pest
What's
control.
your favorite
Rob.
type of bug?
Favorite type of bug is probably weevils.
What the fuck is that?
Weevils, they eat grains. They absolutely contaminate grain storage, but they are very cute little kind of funky looking guys. They got like their feet kind of stick out.
They're little Garfields.
Yeah, little Garfields, yeah.
Marino, do you see what's going on here? He just made pest control more interesting than being a firefighter. Shame on you.
Get out your notebook, Marino. Take notes. All right.
I was invested in that.
Yeah, that's a very unique. Okay, thank you, Rob. All right, so next person, tell us your name and an interesting fact.
My name's Hayden.
Hayden.
I'm an accountant.
That's interesting?
Not really.
Yeah. And what, you got a hidden talent? No.
Hayden, I know we just talked about suicide for 10 minutes, but you're making me feel it.
If you'd like to, I can. I thought about it.
Okay, well now I'm horny. I feel like I'm so far away from these people though. I want to like get closer. We've never, or can you guys come closer? We've never done this segment this far away.
We won't
I need
bite.
to feel your energy. Okay.
Okay, Rob, Pest, Hayden.
Hayden, yeah.
You got accounting. Okay, great. And what's your name, sir? And what's an interesting fact?
I'm Ben, and I had an accounting degree, but I didn't use it.
Ooh, fuck you, Hayden.
Yeah.
And instead, I work outside, plow snow and stuff.
You plow snow?
Yep.
Where?
Milwaukee.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
What
do you do in the
it's
summer?
not snowing? Yeah.
Cut grass.
Oh.
And listen to podcasts.
Okay, using
problem
nature
solving.
for your freaking. Okay, cool. All right. Well, so we're gonna do 3 rounds. We're gonna put you guys through like a competition to win the title of Guy We Would Fuck. Okay. Now, round 1.
Well, I wanted to start by asking them. I wanted them to identify something. We don't usually do this, but we felt like this could be a skill that could be used at Skankfest.
Yes.
So we got this feelings chart, this emotions chart, and we're gonna pass it to you. And if you could just each tell us, point to an emotion and say why you're feeling that way today. It's how you're feeling right now. Hayden, I don't think suicidal is an option, but
Yeah,
there's like
sorry,
a sad
Hayden.
face.
Happy.
Happy?
Yep.
Oh, that's cute. Okay. Hayden? Tired. Ooh.
Why are you so tired?
He was counting money.
Jet lag. Okay.
And Rob?
Thrilled.
Thrilled? Oh, that's cute. Okay, sweet.
My phone does this to me now. I updated iOS, and now throughout the day, it's like check in with how you're feeling.
Nick, how are you feeling?
I've been doing it because
Nick,
I think the AI is like it's God. Like,
Yeah.
I think it might be like and I want to be part of like the like singularity, kind of rapture that I'm assuming is happening.
Right.
So I think you should all be telling your phone how you're feeling every day when it asks.
Yeah. So they can use it against you and sell you things.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
sure, for sure. All right, so we'll move into round 1.
Yeah, we can
Any
move
other
into round
questions?
1.
Okay, so round 1 is called What That Pussy Do? And Corinne is gonna give you questions that are related to a woman's anatomy.
Okay, we can start with Ben, is it? Or
Yep. Ben.
okay, we'll start with Ben. So this is question number 1. All you have to do is point to the fallopian tube.
1.
That's wait, you said no, Hayden? There are 2.
Well, there's 2. Yeah.
Point to a fallopian tube.
There's 2 spots where you could
thought
point
there
to
were
it.
4 fallopian tubes?
It looked like a tube.
We're not a car. No.
It looks
2.
like the tube.
There's 2 tubes.
Number 4, not the tube. Number 4. Oh,
Number
shit.
4 is where the baby
Now
goes.
Hayden's
No, that's
fighting
my bad,
with us
that's my
over
bad.
where the fallopian tubes are.
Okay, Rob, you are correct. Good job. Okay,
Wait,
yeah.
Ben,
Or Ben.
right?
Now, I just have a question.
Do you want to point to the
Do
fallopian
you mind if
tubes
I
too?
ask? The point of this is to demonstrate, because I feel like if a man knows too much about this kind of anatomy, that's a red flag. Because you only see this if you cut a woman open. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if some guy's like, what the hell is that?
But like,
Is that a Star Wars character? Then you'd think
yeah. But also, it's just basic anatomy. It's just,
But you ask them what the inside of their balls look like. They won't be able to tell you.
Well, I think it's because
There's a little pyramid with answers on it, like, I don't know, ask again later.
Right.
And,
Fat chance.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think it's more because men really want us to have babies a lot, but then they have no idea how it is even happening, and so we want them to understand a little bit more about our bodies before they just use them to cook.
Fair enough.
To cook their kin.
Fair enough.
Is that okay?
You don't have to ask my permission. I was just asking for clarity.
Right.
Yeah. You know, I see the red flags that you raise, and I do agree.
It's just something to consider.
Yeah.
You see, I'm sorry for assuming you didn't think about these things.
No, that's good. Now I think differently of you. That's good. All right.
Okay, question number 2. Hayden, are you ready?
Close enough.
Okay, that sounded fun. What do the ovaries do during the period known as ovulation?
Produce eggs.
Wow.
That is a trick question. That is a fucking...
What's tricky about it?
You can't use the word period within the question because it's leading the witness towards a wrong answer.
What do you mean, Nick?
Because the most understood meaning of the word period is menstruation.
Right.
So if you say the period known as ovulation, you're confusing him.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I was really confused.
Yeah.
But he got it right.
He got it right, but I think it just shows some bias in the way that you're asking.
Okay. Wow, you're really making me rethink the whole foundation of this game. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay, correct. And Rob, question number 3. What is the primary job of the mucus inside the cervix?
Hold on. Women don't have jobs.
Yeah.
You can't frame it as a job. That's not... It's a physical function of the body. And he's like, I don't know, president. They can be whatever they want.
You think different. I like it.
I'm just looking out for these guys.
Right.
I just don't like the criminal justice system.
Well, that's why we had you on stage, to be an advocate for men, because we so little hear their voices.
An advocate for the people that aren't represented.
Right, absolutely.
Which doesn't have to be men.
But it is in this case.
This could be 3 Muslim women.
You love Muslim people.
I would love to find 3 Muslim women at Skankfest.
So wait, what was the question?
What is the primary job, sorry for triggering you, of the mucus inside the cervix, Rob?
Mucus inside the cervix.
He just learned that's
It's like he doesn't know how to spell the word at the spelling bee, and he's like, but if I say it back, maybe it'll come to me.
Mucus inside the cervix.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yeah. Oh, what is the job or the name of the mucus?
No, what is the job of it? But then you didn't like that language, so.
Okay. Yeah.
Primary
the function.
task.
What is the function?
The function.
I don't know if that's going to help him.
Is it twofold? To lubricate the vagina and to blast out the period shit?
Do you think every woman you've ever fucked got wet because her pussy sneezed?
I thought that's what an orgasm was.
Okay. Are you done with answering?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. This was the hardest one, but the answer is to keep sperm from entering the uterus. So, yeah, like a firewall. Wow. Exactly. All right, so Ben, Hayden, you guys have a point each. Rob, you don't have a point, but you did have a very interesting way of explaining your occupation, so that you have over Ben and Hayden.
Okay, so the next round is a scenario round. So there's no wrong answer. We're just curious how you'd handle the following scenario. Ben, if you had to pick, what male celebrity would you have sex with and why? Give us 3 detailed answers.
Brad Pitt, because he's funny, he likes comedy, and Fight Club abs. He's pretty hot, dude.
He's not funny.
Yeah, I was like, who picks Brad Pitt because they're funny?
No,
he's funny in Glorious Bastards.
He likes comedy.
Yeah, but you said first he was funny, and then second reason was he likes comedy.
Well, I mean, you've seen Inglourious Bastards, right? I mean, that's pretty.
That's a movie he was in.
I know, but he was funny. He was funny.
Don't even get Nick started on movies. He has a lot of thoughts on them.
He was funny in the movie.
Okay. Pass the mic.
Boo what?
We're gonna go to Hayden.
What do you boo? You have to be clear. I hate boo. It's so vague.
Yeah, tell us why you don't like it.
What was the question?
Somebody booed that last part.
Yeah, so we're stopping the show to find out why that person
Why'd you boo?
He doesn't even know.
Oh, okay. Good answer. Because he's strong.
Okay, Hayden. You are about to have consensual sex with Dua Lipa. The two of you are getting hot.
Someone booed consensual.
Yeah, right.
It means she wants to fuck you. And
Yeah, I want it Albanian style.
the two of you are getting hot and heavy. She takes her shirt off, revealing her picture-perfect boobs. They're better than you ever imagined. Then she looks at you and says, "Rich Jews are the puppet masters who control the media." What do you do?
Which I have heard this weekend.
Mm-hmm. And remember, you're an accountant, so you're out of a fucking job. The bank's not
Is
going
she
to like her.
speaking in Spanish?
No, she very plain English says, "Rich Jews are the puppet masters who control the media."
Bien, ¿y tú?
That was
That's
a
how
choice.
you're responding?
That was a choice you made. Okay. Just talk to her in a different language and pretend she didn't say it. Good man, good man. All right, pass that mic, baby. Okay. You find out, contestant number 3, you find out your touring comedian friend Googles age of consent before he plays comedy clubs in different states, and then finds a girl that matches that age to have sex with. Do you chill with him, bro?
After I Googled the price of wood chippers.
Why?
He's gonna murder that pedophile, bitch.
Well, he's not a pedophile, he's just legal age.
Well, okay. It's legal?
Well, yeah, the lowest age of consent per
legal.
state. Have you followed the Crystalia story at all, Rob? Jesus Christ.
I
love his podcast. It is funny.
I would probably slip him GHB so he falls asleep first.
Oh.
Okay.
The Batman answer.
Wow.
I like that.
Wow. We got a bad boy. On our hands. Okay. All right. And now we're going to do the third and final round. This is where you really got to show us what you're made of.
Yeah.
There is, we have, like I said, a cash prize and a sash that you get to have. So I want you to each take an orange and peel it. Okay. Take an orange and peel it.
Are those oranges or clementines?
They're clementines.
I don't know. You want to get up here and be like, I know everything about fucking science.
Right.
Be like, do you want an apple?
Thank God you're here, Nick.
Peel it.
We can never podcast without him again.
There's so many things I'm overlooking, and I'm like, I want you to follow me around in my day-to-day and point out what I'm not thinking about. Okay, so peel it. Yeah, drop them on the floor like you're in Outback Steakhouse. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do one at a time.
We normally do peaches, but we didn't have access to peaches here in Las Vegas, so that's why you have to do your own peeling.
Was that after Call Me By Your Name? It was like a... Have you seen it?
No,
they
but
eat
that
the
is
peach
impressive.
that the guy fucks?
Wait, no, it's not.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Not,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I was like, not related.
Oh, sorry.
We're gonna do. Wait, let me get this song. Okay. Here we go. All right. So one at a time. You're gonna come front and center, Ben, and you
now,
are.
hold on. He's pre-de-slicing.
Oh, don't keep it whole.
What are you doing, Hayden?
Fucking weirdo.
Give him another orange.
You realize this is representing a pussy. You know that, right? We didn't have to spell that out for you.
Okay. Peel it.
Start again,
All right,
everyone.
but you're gonna go first, Ben. Okay, on the count of 3, you're gonna. This is an orange or
Clementine eating contest.
competition, and so you're gonna give us your most impressive way of eating a clementine.
That would make people horny. Maybe teach Marino some things.
Yeah, be sexual with it. Ready? Go. Where'd my click go?
Someone in the audience got angry because he's actually consuming it.
Oh, she squirted.
Oh, he's pretty committed to this.
Yeah, this is good. I like this a lot. Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Okay, all right. We've
Give it
seen
up
enough.
for
Thank
Ben,
you. Good
everybody.
job.
Hayden, we're all scared of you.
Get up there. All right, ready, Hayden?
We have used Pony, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry,
I'll
they have
give you
no
the
musical
music that you
capabilities
like.
here in this huge festival.
And then he just does the worst job. His music cues. Just shits all over it.
Do you want to get wrapped into this, Nick? Otherwise.
No, I'm just gonna sit here and take shots. I'm gonna sit here and just be a cunt about it.
Go, Hayden. Be sexy.
Whoa. Hayden, she can't pee anymore.
Yeah, she lost her urethra.
Oh no, Hayden, she can't give birth.
Oh
Hayden,
no, she's
help.
barren now. She took away her dream of being a mother. You don't care, you keep eating it. Okay.
Ew.
Congrats. Wow. Okay, so contestant number 3. Rob. Let me see. All right, Rob. Oh, they are?
Yeah, you didn't hear it. Yeah.
Shit. Okay,
We're gonna
ready?
use the same song, but that sounded good. Thank you.
Ready,
All right.
Rob? You're up, baby. Make us wet. Yeah, see how she's doing.
Stop moving closer to us.
Yeah.
It's your birthday, so I know you want to ride out. Even if we only go
Wow,
to my
keep going.
house. Sit more easy as we sit upon my couch.
Wow.
Feels good, but I know you want to
I would say she's feeling happy.
You say you want passion. I think you
Why do you
found
look
it.
like you're in pain in your
Ready for
eyes?
action. Don't be astounded. We switch in position.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Is that her butthole or her front hole? Oh, it's her butthole.
He was so happy you understood his mime of the anal fingering.
I've been fiending. Up in a late night.
Leave some for the next guy, Rob.
Wow.
I personally love to get kissed after my asshole is fingered. Thank you, Rob. That really did it for me. Wow. Okay. Now we are going to vote. Audience, it is your choice. Please only vote for one contestant. If you want to vote for the guy you'd most like to fuck being Ben, clap now.
And a terrible showing for Ben today.
Yeah.
Quite an awful showing.
And if you want Hayden to be voted, guy we'd all fuck, clap now. Oh, sorry, buddy.
That's the ironic answer. There has to be at least half of you that are like, yeah, I'm doing the funny one.
No, I guess not.
Be more fun.
And if you vote for Rob, let's hear it by a round of applause.
Wow, congratulations, Rob.
You are officially voted guy that we'd fuck.
Everyone chant his name, Rob!
Rob! That money's for you. Rob!
Jesus Christ, that's like fucking $2,500.
It's fake.
Oh, all
We
right.
gave them the real money, but I wanted a money gun. And Rob, you now get this button that you can wear around Skankfest that says, "You are safe with me."
Congratulations, Rob.
Give them a
Thank
round
you,
of
Ben.
applause.
Thank you, Hayden. And thank you so
Great
much
job,
to our
guys.
wonderful guest, Nick Mullen.
Thank you.
We appreciate you guys. Thanks. This has been Guys We Fcked, the anti-slut shaming podcast. Bye.
Thank you for coming out, guys. See you later.